Hi everyone. In this tutorial, we will talk about lists in Python. Lists are one of the most common compound data types in Python, which are used to group values. Lists are defined using comma-separated values within square brackets. For example, I can define a list of squares of first 5 integers. And I can print this list. I can also create a list of string values as well. We can also create nested lists as well by creating a list of lists. For example, I can create a list of squares and fruits in a nested list. Indexing in lists works the same way as we discussed it for strings. The indexing starts from 0. For example, if I would like to access the first element of the list of the fruits list, I can say fruits, and then within square brackets I would say 0. So that's the first element. If I would like to access the last element, I can use -1 within the square brackets. As you can see, the last element is mango. And I can also access, for example, the last 3 elements in the list using -3 and then colon in the within the square brackets. Lists are mutable unlike strings. For example, if I have a string and I would like to change the value at certain index, for example, at index 0, I'm not able to do that in a string, and it will raise a type error. Whereas in lists, we can easily do that. For example, I can easily replace the value at the index 0 in the fruits list with strawberry, for example, instead of apple. And if I print the list now, you can see apple has been replaced by strawberry. We can slice new lists as well. For example, I can create a new fruits list by slicing the original fruits list. For example, I would like to have the last 3 elements of the fruits in my new list. So what I can do is I can say -3 colon within square brackets and assign it to the new list. You can see I've got the last 3 elements of the list. We can also create a shallow copy. For example, I can create a shallow copy of the fruits list using fruits, and then within square brackets just type the colon. And that will be a shallow copy of the fruits list. I can also use the copy method as well to create a shallow copy of the fruits list. We can append elements to a list as well. If we have single elements, we can append using the append method. So for example, I can append apple to the fruits list using the append method. But if you have multiple elements, for example, if I have a list to append or from an iterable object from, for example, from a tuple, then I can do that using the extend method. So what I can do is squares, for example, I would like to extend the list of squares beyond square of 5. Then I can say squares dot extend, and then I can add square of 6, square of 7, square of 8, square of 9, and square of 10. And although this is a tuple, we can still extend the list of squares. We can, if we have a dictionary, we can use that as well using this method. So the extend method is quite flexible. Whereas with the append, you can only append a single element. You can also perform concatenation as well. You can concatenate two lists. For example, I can concatenate the list of fruits and squares using the plus sign, which you normally use for addition in mathematics. So you can see we have concatenated this list of squares to the list of fruits. We can remove elements from a list as well by using the remove method. So I can say list fruits.remove, and for example, I would like to remove strawberry from the list of fruits. So what I can say is fruits.remove strawberry, and if I print fruits now, it will remove this element. Now, this will only remove the first occurrence of strawberry in the list. So if I have multiple occurrences of strawberry in the list, for example, if I append strawberry to the list first, so you can see I have appended strawberry 2 times to the list. So you've got at the end of the list strawberry and strawberry, and when I say fruits.remove strawberry, then it will remove the first occurrence of strawberry. We can also pop the elements from a list. For example, I can say pop the element from the index 1. So what it will do is it will return it will remove the element at the index 1 from the list, and it will return that element. For example, if I say fruits.pop and within the brackets I say 1, so it will remove banana from the list and return it in the first statement. So in this first statement, you can see it has returned banana, whereas when I print the list, it has removed bananas from the list. We can also count the number of occurrences of items in a list, for example, using the count method. So I can say fruits.count, and let's suppose I append again apple to the list 2 times, and if I now count apple, it should give me 3. So I have already had apple in the list, so I have appended it to I have appended 2 more apples, and the total count is 3. So you can see that that's the count. I can sort the elements of the list using the sort method. So if I say, if I print after using the sort method, you can see that the list has been sorted according to the alphabetical order. Similarly, I can use the fruits.reverse method, and that will reverse the elements of the list. We can use lists comprehension to quickly create lists as well using a operation. For example, if I would like to create a list of squares, I would just create an empty squares list, and then I would say for x in range 10, and then I would say squares dot append x square. Now this would create a list of squares for the first 10 values, but what we can use is we can use list comprehensions, and they are more compact and much easier to use. So what I can do is I can again create a list of square using the square bracket. The operation I'm performing here, in which I'm appending to the list, I can move to the square first, and then I can move this from the for statement here. Now if I print squares, then it will create exactly the same thing. Similarly, you can create a list from any operation which you would perform here in for the append. To clear a list, what you do is you can use fruits dot clear, and if I print list of fruits, it will be an empty. I can also use, for example, use colon within the square brackets and assign an empty list to it. I hope this was useful and you liked the video. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next time. Thank you.